I'm in the bathroom.
You need people like me.
Gas chamber. Look, gas chamber smell like pine oil. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your concentration?
Any nigga that ever looked at me wrong. But I'm gonna show you how we do it over here. Pink.
A very particular set of skills.
A man has a right to change his name to whatever he wants to change it to.
No, go and walk away. Go and walk away, cause I'm gonna burn this bunker down. King Kong ain't got this on me.
Warning, this video may contain graphic language unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised. YERRRR. Thanks for joining us today. I am your host, Chris Sanders, and you have tuned in to I Am King Entertainment, where we do monologues, short stories, and story time. And today, we are back at it with another dope video. If this is your first time here, and I always get messed up on this one. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel. All you gotta do is click the little red button, and then for you to get all the updates and anything that you wanna see next, click the bell right here so you can get all notifications and continue to be updated. You done making noise? Thank you. Texas has gone through a terrible winter storm. And to be completely honest, I don't wanna say the storm was terrible because it wasn't as bad as New York ever gets or anywhere else. It's just that we were misinformed, unequipped, and misled. There was a lack of resources and a lack of wisdom and knowledge when it came to winter. I think this is the first time in like maybe 10 to 15 years that Texas or Central Texas has seen something this bad. It didn't snow no more than maybe 3 or 4 feet, and it really got kind of cold. I think the lowest it was about 2 or 7 degrees. To the people that lost power, had no heat, they also had bursted pipes. Our prayers and thoughts go out to you. Also to the families that lost family members from freezing to death or even carbon monoxide poisoning. Our prayers and thoughts are with you as well. If you are with us here today, I am happy to see your smiling faces. Get ready to laugh, get ready to be entertained. And without further ado, roll the footage. Mr. X is he's a demigod. He has no place to go, so he exaggerates. He's a disgrace to every law-abiding, church-goer Negro in the country. Mr. X, why black supremacy? Why preach hate? Well, for the white man to ask the black man if he hates him, it's like the wolf asking the sheep or the rapist asking the rape, do you hate me? The white man is in no moral position to accuse the black man of anything. But this is the black man asking. Let me ask you, what would you call an educated Negro with a BA, a MA, a BS, or PhD? I tell you what you call him a nigger. That's what the white man calls him. He calls him a nigger. So you have to understand this type of thinking. And to understand this type of man, you have to understand historically, there were 2 types of slaves. There was a house Negro and there was a field Negro. The house Negro lived with his master, either in the basement or the attic. He dressed pretty good, he ate pretty good. Whatever the master left him. He loved his master. I said he loved his master. Better than the master loved himself. If the master say, it's a nice house, he say, yes, boss, we got a nice house. If the master's house caught on fire, the house Negro will run and try to put out the blaze. If the master got sick, he would run up and say, what's wrong, boss? We sick? We sick. You see, that's the thinking of the house Negro. If another slave would come by and say, let's run, let's separate, let's get away from this cruel master, he would say, why? What's better than what we got here? Run away? I'm not going anywhere. You see, that's the thinking of the house Negro. Back then, we called him the house nigger. Even today, we got some house niggas running around here. Welcome back. This is my Black History selection for this year. I was afraid to do it last year, so I chose something else. But yes, I finally mustered up the gall to do it. Malcolm X. Malcolm X, original name Malcolm Little, Muslim name El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz, born May 19th, 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska. Died February 21st, 1965. That, my friend, was 56 years ago. 56 years ago, Malcolm X was assassinated by his own people. Malcolm X was an American leader and prominent figure to the Nation of Islam, who articulated concept of race, pride, and black nationalism. Although his ways were extreme, his message was true and clear. We know our rights, we will be respected by any means necessary. Although he didn't condone violence or any type of segregation, but if you came at him any type of way, he was going to protect himself. He also knew his rights, and he believed in the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms for African American people as well. Mostly them, because we were the most targeted in the 60s and the 70s. He believed in self-defense over self, family, and property. His approach was completely different from Dr. King's peace movement, no fighting back, and to take a hit to the face, do not attack back. Both structures were extremely hard to do and very brave as well. Although very different in their approach, they were both labeled enemies of the state and a threat to national security for collectively wanting freedom for his people and future generations as well. Dr. King and Malcolm X were both assassinated, murdered, however you want to say it. They were both killed fighting for the rights for the people of color, African Americans. That's what they fought for. Racism has stained this country for far too long. It's 2021 now. They were fighting for this in the 60s and going through it even in like the 20s, the 30s, the 40s. They were being discriminated against. Do you think either one of them achieved their goals of equality or just civil liberties to be accepted as a human being? Or do you think they died in vain? Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Please be respectful. I will not tolerate any type of disrespect or hateful speech or whatsoever in the comments. I will block you. But I am up for discussion on how you feel about the matter. Are we still going through this in 2021? Or like I said, did they reach their goal and you feel as if we're free? Let me know how you feel in the comment section. It's crazy that I did this one because I had no idea that his death date was February 21st, 1965. That's 56 years ago today while I recorded it. You won't see this until tomorrow. But yeah, 56 years ago. So yeah, this is for remembering Malcolm X and what he did to help us out as a people. Thank you for your sacrifice and your wisdom. You'll never be forgotten. To Malcolm X. And stay safe until I see you again in my next video. Peace. Well, for the white man to ask the black man, why does he hate him? It's like the wolf asking the sheep or the rapist asking the rape, do you hate me? The white man is in no moral position to accuse the black man of anything. Let me ask you, what would you call a black educated? Let me ask you, what would you call an educated Negro with a BA, an MA, a BS, or PTSD? I'm a trigger.